On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Embed.
To fix or set firmly in a surrounding mass.
Examples:
Embed scripts in the message. Embed a sensor. The company embedded a tracking code in the product's packaging to monitor its shipment.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
Shocking response. Shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Rote.
Repetition of something to the point of memorization, especially of facts, without fully understanding it.
Examples:
Rote memorization. Learn by rote. The students were taught math facts through rote repetition but struggled to apply them to new problems.
Instruction:
Detailed direction, order, etc. on how to do or use something.
Examples:
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Caddy:
A container or carrier for holding and transporting small items, such as tea or golf clubs.
Examples:
Golf caddy. Caddy spoon. The tea caddy was a beautiful antique with intricate designs carved into the wood.
Dumb:
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
Dumb creatures. Struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time.
Strategy:
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Triple:
Consisting of 3 items or people, 3 times as great or many.
Examples:
A triple mirror. Triple digits. His coach is a triple Olympic champion.
Bankrupt:
Unable to pay one's debts, having been reduced to a state of financial ruin, lacking in something essential or fundamental.
Examples:
Bankrupt business. Financially bankrupt. Unfortunately, the company went bankrupt and had to close its doors permanently.
Acquire:
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Hooked:
Being caught or caught up in something, curved down like an eagle's beak.
Examples:
Hooked hair. Hooked on drugs. My son was hooked on the internet.
Investor:
Someone who puts money or capital into something to gain financial returns.
Examples:
Investor lawsuit. A real estate investor. Institutional investors refrained from buying stocks amid the booming economy.
Bet:
To risk money on the result of an event or a competition, such as a race or game, to get more money, to have faith or confidence in something.
Examples:
Bet on a race. Bet my future. I bet that you know it.
Consensus.
General agreement or accord in the judgment or opinion reached by a group as a whole.
Examples:
A public consensus. Consensus among scientists. The two parties have reached a consensus.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Gem.
A precious or semi-precious stone, usually of high quality and often used as jewelry, something that is considered to be a highly prized and valuable possession or attribute of a person or thing.
Examples:
Gem collection. Hidden gem. The engagement ring was a precious gem passed down through generations of her family.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
decision authority, a selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Parallel:
being everywhere equidistant and not intersecting, of or relating to the simultaneous performance of multiple operations.
Examples:
a parallel case, parallel processing. He walked a road parallel to the railroad.
Process:
a series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Emotional:
relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
emotional health, emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Improvisation:
the act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
improvisation on stage, jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Calculated:
done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
calculated bankruptcy, calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Emerging:
starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
emerging country, emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Debt:
something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
debt ceiling, corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Crisis:
a time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Depression:
a mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
the Great Depression, the root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
Controversial book, controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun, a failure to fulfill an obligation or to meet a requirement, the preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Flavor.
The taste sensation produced by a substance in the mouth.
Examples:
A delicate flavor. Flavor enhancer. The flavor of the coffee was rich and full-bodied.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Chairperson.
The officer who presides over organization meetings.
Examples:
Vice chairperson. The meeting elected a chairperson. The chairperson has the authority to approve or deny any request.
Teeter.
To move or balance unsteadily, often in a way that suggests instability or danger. To waver or vacillate between two positions, opinions, or attitudes.
Examples:
Teeter on the edge. Teeter on the brink. The drunk man tried to teeter along the narrow bridge, almost falling into the river.
Brink.
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war. On the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Ray.
A narrow line of light, heat, or another form of energy.
Examples:
Opaque to X-rays. Effect of cosmic rays. Gamma rays penetrate body tissues and cause cell damage.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Stagflation.
A situation in which an economy experiences a combination of stagnant economic growth, high unemployment, and high inflation.
Examples:
Stagflation period. Stagflation in the economy. The government struggled to find a solution to the stagflation crisis.
Arrogant.
Having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's importance or abilities.
Examples:
An arrogant attitude. Grow arrogant. He was so arrogant that he thought he was always right.
Jerk.
To make a sudden, sharp movement or cause something to do this.
Examples:
Jerk her head back. Jerk the rope. The driver suddenly jerked the steering wheel to the left to avoid hitting the deer.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
Extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Humility.
The quality or condition of being humble, a low estimate of oneself.
Examples:
Develop an attitude of humility. Lack of humility. We were filled with humility at the sight of the Queen.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Audacity.
Boldness or daring, especially when it is foolhardy or reckless.
Examples:
Audacity of hope. Act of audacity. His audacity in stealing the painting matched his foolishness in getting caught.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
Disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Meritocratic.
Based on the principle that the talented should be chosen and moved ahead based on their achievements.
Examples:
Meritocratic society. Meritocratic evaluation. The company prides itself on being meritocratic in its hiring and promotion practices.
Autocracy.
A form of government in which one person has unlimited power and authority, a system of government in which a ruler or ruling class holds absolute power and controls all aspects of society.
Examples:
Fight against autocracy. Absolute autocracy. An autocracy with no democratic system in a place ruled the country.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Disorganize.
To disrupt or destroy the systematic order or function of something.
Examples:
Disorganize the party. Disorganize the whole country. His betrayal disorganized the company completely.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Glimmer.
A flash of light, especially unsteady or reflected light, a slight sign of something.
Examples:
Without a glimmer of truth. Give a glimmer of light. There is, however, a glimmer of hope.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Collector.
A person who collects or gathers objects as a hobby or for personal interest, someone who accumulates or acquires a specific type of item.
Examples:
Art collector. Coin collector. My grandfather is an avid stamp collector, and he has a collection of rare stamps from all over the world.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples:
Trump card. Choose Trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Presidency.
The office or term of the president of a country or organization.
Examples:
Presidency term. Presidency duties. Her candidacy for the presidency has been met with both support and criticism.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples:
Convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples:
Assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Open-minded.
Willing to listen to or consider new or different ideas.
Examples:
An open-minded person. Adopt an open-minded attitude. Both parties were pleased with the open-minded discussion.
Assertive.
Characterized by a confident and forceful personality, expressing one's opinions or desires directly and positively, standing up for oneself in a firm but non-aggressive manner.
Examples:
Assertive behavior. An assertive approach. She was assertive and confident in her negotiation tactics during the business meeting.
Transpire.
To happen or be revealed.
Examples.
Transpire as expected. Transpire in the news. It finally transpired that an employee had stolen the missing money.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples.
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Differ.
To be not like someone or something in some way.
Examples.
Differ from the majority. Differ according to species. The two products differed in their quality and price.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples.
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples.
Regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Terribly.
Very badly, to a great extent or very much.
Examples.
Suffer terribly. I am terribly sorry. His arm was swollen and terribly red.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples.
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples.
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples.
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples.
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Criteria.
Plural of criterion, standards, or conditions by which something may be judged or decided.
Examples:
Criteria for action. Consistency criteria. He didn't meet all the criteria, but he was hired anyway. Determinant. A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result. Examples: environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic. Correlate. To have a connection or relationship in which one thing affects or depends on another. Examples: correlate closely with the quality. Correlate to the size. We may frequently correlate age with the frequency of disease. Communicate. To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals. Examples: communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other. Pointillism. A technique in art primarily associated with the Neo-Impressionist movement, where small, distinct dots or points of pure color are applied in patterns or groups to create an overall image or optical blending effect when seen from a distance. Examples: pointillism technique. Pointillism style. The artist's use of pointillism created a unique and striking composition. Creative. Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something. Examples: creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative. Unreliable. Not able to be trusted or depended on. Examples: prove unreliable. Unreliable source of information. By incorrect assumption, statistics can be notoriously unreliable. Reliable. Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy. Examples: reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel. Decide. To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options. Examples: decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner. Responsible. Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management. Examples: responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Merit.
The quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially to deserve praise or reward.
Examples:
Merit-based. The order of merit. She was promoted based on her merits as a hardworking and dedicated employee.
Believable.
Able to be accepted or easily believed, convincing or plausible.
Examples:
Believable story. Believable excuse. The novel's plot was so well written that it seemed believable and realistic.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples:
Eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction, a play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
A tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Naive.
Showing unaffected simplicity and lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
Examples:
Naive belief. Naive mistake. The con artist's lies quickly took in the naive young man.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Sauce.
A liquid or semi-solid food served on or used in preparing other foods.
Examples:
A flavorful sauce. Soy sauce. The pasta dish was served with a rich tomato sauce.
Hedge.
A fence formed by a line of bushes or shrubs. Verb, limit or avoid something such as duties, issues, and questions by conditions or exceptions.
Examples:
Snip at a hedge. Hedge fund firm. The best way to hedge financial risks is to diversify your portfolio.
Transparent.
Easy to perceive, detect, or understand, of a material or article, permitting light to pass through freely.
Examples:
A transparent lie. Transparent crystal. The focus of these initiatives is to make the financial system more transparent.
Formula.
A group of symbols, letters, or numbers that represent a rule, law, or mathematical statement.
Examples:
Structural formula. A binomial formula. The teacher told the students to memorize the math formula.
Brutal.
Harsh or cruel.
Examples:
Brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Prefrontal.
In or about the foremost part of the frontal lobe of the brain.
Examples:
Prefrontal bone. Prefrontal region. Research shows that damage to the prefrontal cortex leads to increased aggression.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Amygdala.
One of 2 parts of the almond-shaped neural structure that are linked to emotions, especially fear and pleasure, memory, and the sense of smell.
Examples:
The decline in amygdala activity. Amygdala damage. The amygdala has been associated with memories of past emotional events.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Opaque.
Not transparent, not allowing light to pass through, not permitting a clear view.
Examples:
Opaque material. Opaque color. The curtains were made of opaque fabric that blocked out all light.
Brutality.
The quality or state of being cruel or savage.
Examples:
Military brutality. Brutality against civilians. The protesters were outraged by the police brutality they witnessed at the demonstration.
Bald.
Having no hair on the head, having a smooth, shiny scalp with no hair.
Examples:
Bald head. Become bald. He is completely bald, having lost all his hair due to chemotherapy.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.